Okay, hi, this is part two of practice problem factoring. So let's move on. Let's start with example 6. So we have 8t cubed minus 24t squared plus 18t. Um, we have exactly 3 terms. So first, let's check if we could take out a GCF. Well, let's start with the t's. We have a t cubed, t squared, t1. So you could take out 1t. And then let's look at our constant. We have an 8, a negative 24, and 18. So can we take out what's the largest number that they will divide evenly? I guess 2, right? 4 won't work. 18 over 4 is too small. It'll give you a decimal. Okay, so how about 2? So what do you have to multiply 2t to get the first term? Well, you need a 4, and then you need a t square, right? And then what do you have to multiply 2t to get negative 24t squared? You need a negative 12 and then 1t. And then lastly, the last term, what do you have to multiply 2t to get 18t? You need a 9, because 9 times 2 is 18, and no more t's. So inside parentheses, can that be factored even more? We could try bottoms up factoring because the a value is definitely greater than 1. So let's try that if it works. So you have first step is rewrite as if the 4 doesn't exist. So it's t squared minus 12t, and then you're going to multiply 4 by 9, which is 9 times 4 is 36. And then what we're going to do is try to do simple factoring. So this is t, and then is this possible? Two numbers are going to multiply 36, and when added gives you negative 12. Um, yeah, 6. 6 and 6. We'll use negative 6 and negative 6 because that'll give us positive 36. And when added, gives you negative 12. Okay. So we'll use negative 6 and negative 6. Then what we're going to do is divide the negative 6 by 4, divide the negative 6 by 4, right? Negative 6 over 4 can be reduced by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then what you're going to do is negative 3/2 is a fraction that can't be reduced. So that's going to be 2t minus 3. Over here, this negative 3/2 cannot be reduced. So you're going to put the 2 in front of t, so that's 2t minus 3 and 2t. So if you want to see how the 2t minus 3 repeats, you can rewrite this. The final answer is 2t parentheses 2t minus 3 squared. So either answer works. Okay, let's move on. Example 7. So we have x squared plus xy plus 8x plus ay. So factor, do not solve. What is so special about this polynomial? There's 4 terms, right? There's exactly 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do we know if there's 4 terms? We could try grouping. So let's see if it works. So first step for grouping is split it into two different parts. So we have x squared plus xy. Between the x squared and the xy, can you take out something? Yes, you can take out 1x. And then this would be x plus y. And then the second term, ax plus ay, is there a term that you can take out? Yes, you could take out an a, and then you're left with x plus y. So does grouping by factoring works? Yes, it does. And the reason why it works is because the x plus y repeats, right? If you don't see this repeat, if you don't see a term that repeats, then it probably doesn't work. So you just have to write the repeat once. So in our case, x plus y, and then bring down your leftovers. So our leftovers is x and plus a. Okay, so this is the most factored it can be. Okay, let's move on. Example 8. We have excuse me. We have u squared plus 26u plus 120. So let's look at what we have. We have exactly 3 terms, right? And the highest power is 2, and the a value is 1. So what do we know about that? When we have 3 terms, highest power is 2, and the a value is 1, we could try simple factoring, right? So with simple factoring, it's going to be parentheses, u, and then 2 numbers will multiply 120, and when added gives you 26. 20 and 6, right? 20 times 6, that's 120. 20 plus 6 is 26. So yeah, we'll definitely use 20 plus 6. And that's it, really. We don't have to divide the 26 by a number because it's not bottoms up, right? So this is the most factored it can be. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, number 9, we have negative 3t cubed plus 3t squared minus 6t. So 3 terms, right? Let's see if we could take out a GCF. So let's start with our letters. We have t cubed, t squared, and then 1t. So what is the largest amount of t's you can take out evenly? Yes, 1t. And then our constant, we have a negative 3, a positive 3, and a negative 6. So what is the largest number that they're both divisible by? They're both divisible by 3, but I'm going to take out a negative 3 because I don't want the first term to be negative. So what do you have to multiply negative 3t to get the first term? We just need t squared, right? Because t squared, yes. And then what do you have to multiply negative 3t to get the second term? Well, we need a negative, and then we need 1t. Okay. And then lastly, the last term, what do you have to multiply negative 3t to get negative 6t? Positive 2. Good. And can the inside be factored? Yes, we can. We can try. What method would we use? We would use simple factoring. So this would be factored out as t, and then what 2 numbers multiply 2, and when added gives you negative 1. Definitely use 2 and 1, and then I think I'll use negative 2. Oh, I don't think it works, right? Yeah, I don't think this will work. We want two numbers to multiply. So if I use, it's impossible, right? This can't be broken down. So this is the most prime. This is your final answer. Okay, let's move on to example 10. Factor completely, do not solve. We have 9x cubed minus xy squared. So there's only two terms, and then there's a minus in the middle. So let's see if we could take out a GCF before we're gonna do perfect square. Let's look at what our letters. Can we take out a y? I don't think so. Why can't we take out a y? Because this x cubed does not have a y. What about x's? Could we take out, I think we could take out 1x, right? So this would be 9x squared minus y squared. So the inside here, can that be factored out? Yes, it's a perfect square. So what is our a, what is our b? So my a value is going to be a number and a letter. So start with the 9. What number when squared gives you 9? 3. And then the x squared, what letter when squared gives you x squared? X. And then our b, what letter when squared gives you y squared? Just y, right? So this will be factored out as 3x plus y, 3x minus y. And then you have 1x here. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so yeah, that is that. Let's just stop here. And then we'll do part 3.